Imagine transforming simple words into mesmerizing art, where every stroke tells a story. Welcome to the world of calligraphy. This ancient craft has been adorning parchments and scrolls for centuries, shaping cultures and civilizations with its elegant touch. It's more than just writing, it's the artful expression of language where letters dance and words bloom. From the ornate scripts of medieval scribes to the sleek lines of modern design, calligraphy is a journey from simplicity to sophistication. Join us on this journey to master the art of calligraphy. To create art, we need the right tools. For calligraphy, these are simple yet crucial. Let's start with the pen. Not just any pen, but a calligraphy pen with a specially designed nib to create thick and thin lines, the essence of calligraphy. Next up, we have the ink. Whether you prefer bottled ink or cartridges, the choice is yours. Remember, the ink's consistency and flow can dramatically influence the outcome of your work. Lastly, we have paper. It might seem irrelevant, but the right type of paper can make a world of difference. You need smooth, high-quality paper that can absorb the ink without causing it to bleed or feather. Let's not forget the optional but handy tools like a ruler for guidelines and an eraser for mistakes. With these tools in hand, you're all set to dive into the world of calligraphy. Like every art form, calligraphy too has its fundamentals. It all begins with mastering basic strokes. These strokes, albeit simple, form the very core of calligraphy, the bedrock upon which the art of beautiful writing is built. Let's start with the upward stroke, shall we? It's as straightforward as it sounds, a thin line moving upwards. Now this might seem like a no-brainer, but remember, in calligraphy, consistency is key. The thickness, direction, and angle of your stroke can make or break your lettering. Next up is the downward stroke. Unlike the upward stroke, this one is thick and heavy. It's quite the opposite, actually. It's all about applying pressure on your pen as you move downwards. Just remember, the more pressure, the thicker the stroke. Then we have the overturn and underturn strokes. Picture a hill and a valley respectively. The overturn starts with a thin upstroke, curves at the top, and ends with a thick downstroke. The underturn, on the other hand, begins with a thick downstroke, curves at the bottom, and finishes with a thin upstroke. And let's not forget about the compound curve. This stroke is a bit of a roller coaster, combining an underturn and an overturn. It starts with a thin upstroke, curves into a thick downstroke, and ends with a thin upstroke. Last but not least, we have the oval. This stroke is the basis for many letters, and is all about maintaining a steady hand and consistent pressure. Start with a thin upstroke, curve it around into a thick downstroke, and finish where you started. Now, these strokes may seem simple, and you might be tempted to rush through them. But let me assure you, taking the time to perfect these basic strokes is the secret to mastering calligraphy. They are the building blocks for all letter formations, and getting them right will set you on the path to creating beautiful, flowing calligraphy. So, pick up your pen and let's get practicing. Remember, patience is your best friend here. Each stroke is a step forward in your calligraphy journey. Master these strokes and you've won half the battle. Now that we have our strokes ready, it's time to form letters and create magic. Imagine each letter as a beautiful puzzle, with our basic strokes serving as the individual pieces. These pieces, when assembled carefully and artistically, create the stunning spectacle that is a calligraphy letter. Let's start with the letter A. Observe how the thin upstroke merges with the thick downstroke, forming the ascending and descending lines of the A. The top is then finished off with a delicate hairline crossbar. The process might seem meticulous, but remember, calligraphy is an art of patience and precision. Now, let's consider the round letters like O, C, and Q. These letters begin with the thin upstroke, curve into a thick downstroke, and then swing back up in a graceful thin exit stroke. It's like a dance, a rhythmic interplay of light and heavy strokes. The beauty of calligraphy lies not just in the letter itself, but also in the space around it. This space, known as counter, plays a crucial role in defining the letter's form and readability. So, while you're crafting each letter, pay equal attention to the invisible canvas that surrounds it. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be disheartened if your first few attempts don't turn out as expected. Even the most skilled calligraphers had to start somewhere. So continue practicing, letter by letter, stroke by stroke, until you can see your progress. Start with the alphabet, then move on to words, sentences, and eventually complex artistic compositions. As you journey through this wondrous world of calligraphy, you'll discover your unique style. You'll start to see how your emotions and thoughts influence your strokes, adding a touch of your personality to each letter you create. And voila! You just created your first calligraphy letter. This is just the beginning of your artistic journey. With each stroke, each letter, you're not just writing, you're creating art, you're telling a story, and most importantly, you're finding a new means of self-expression. So, keep practicing, keep learning, and soon you'll be creating magic with your calligraphy pen. Calligraphy is not just about writing, it's about style. Let's delve into some popular ones. In the world of calligraphy, there are myriad styles, each with its unique personality and flair. Today, we're going to focus on 3 popular ones: italic, Gothic, and copperplate. First up, we have italic. Developed during the Renaissance, italic is noted for its elegance and simplicity. Its letters are sloped to the right, giving it a fluid, graceful appearance. The italic style is a favorite for invitations and personal correspondence due to its readability and charm. Next, we move to a style that's a little more dramatic: the Gothic. Originating in the Middle Ages, Gothic script, also known as blackletter, is characterized by its heavy, angular lines and intricate details. It's a style that demands attention, often used in headlines or for emphasis. The Gothic style may seem intimidating at first, but with practice it can add a striking touch to your calligraphy repertoire. Last but not least, we have copperplate. This style is quite different from the first two. It's written with a pointed pen, and the pressure applied on the downstrokes creates thick lines while releasing the pressure on the upstrokes gives thin lines. This combination of thick and thin lines gives copperplate its distinctive, formal look. It's a style that's often seen in wedding invitations and certificates. Each of these styles, italic, Gothic, and copperplate, offers a unique way to express your creativity through the art of calligraphy. They have their own set of rules, their own rhythm, and their own character. But what's important here is not to strictly adhere to these styles, but to use them as a starting point to develop your own. So, whether you're drawn to the flowing elegance of italic, the dramatic complexity of Gothic, or the formal beauty of copperplate, the choice is yours. Each style has its charm. Choose one that resonates with you. You've learned the basics, explored styles, now it's your turn to shine. Armed with the knowledge of strokes, letter formations, and styles, it's time to put pen to paper and let your creativity flow. Breathe life into your words and let them dance on the canvas of your choice. Calligraphy is an art form that requires patience and practice, but the results are nothing short of magical. Each stroke, each curve, each flourish is a testament to your dedication and your passion. Let's walk through some tips and tricks that can help you improve your calligraphy skills. First, maintain a consistent angle. This is crucial for creating uniform letters and will give your work a polished look. Next, pay attention to your pen pressure. Light pressure is needed for thin upstrokes, and heavy pressure for thick downstrokes. This contrast is what makes calligraphy stand out from regular handwriting. Don't forget to practice the basics. Spend time each day working on your basic strokes and letter formations. This will help you build muscle memory and develop a steady hand, both essential for mastering calligraphy. And of course, experiment with different styles. From italic to Gothic, each style has its own charm and personality. Find the one that resonates with you and make it your own. Lastly, remember that calligraphy is more than just beautiful writing. It's a form of self-expression, a way to communicate your thoughts and emotions in an artistic manner. So let your personality shine through your work. Keep in mind, every calligrapher started where you are now. It's normal to make mistakes and face challenges along the way. But don't let these hurdles deter you. Instead, use them as stepping stones on your journey to becoming a master calligrapher. So, take the plunge. Dive into the world of calligraphy. It's a world filled with beauty, creativity, and endless possibilities. You have the power to create something extraordinary, something that can touch hearts and inspire minds. Remember, practice makes perfect. So get those pens moving. You're not alone in this journey. Join the calligraphy community and share your progress. Immerse yourself in this artful world. Engage with like-minded individuals and learn from their experiences. See the transformation of simple strokes into intricate designs and let your own work inspire others. Remember, practice makes perfect, and every masterpiece starts with a single stroke. We can't wait to see the beautiful art you create. Don't forget to subscribe for more calligraphy guides. Until then, keep writing and keep creating.